The iShares MSCI USA Quality Factor ETF, QUAL, is an exchange-traded fund, ETF, that aims to provide investors with exposure to companies in the United States that possess certain quality characteristics. These characteristics include strong earnings and revenue growth, as well as low financial leverage. The ETF is based on the MSCI USA Quality Index, which is comprised of companies from the MSCI USA Index that have been selected based on their quality scores. One of the key advantages of investing in QUAL is that it provides exposure to a diversified portfolio of high-quality companies. By investing in a basket of companies that have strong fundamentals, investors can potentially reduce their risk and increase their chances of generating returns over the long term. Additionally, since the ETF is based on an index, it offers investors a way to gain exposure to a broad swath of the U.S. stock market, rather than having to pick individual stocks. Another advantage of QUAL is that it is relatively low cost. The ETF has an expense ratio of 0.15%, which is lower than the average expense ratio for actively managed funds. This can help to reduce the overall costs of investing in the fund, which can have a positive impact on returns over time. One potential downside of investing in QUAL is that it may not perform as well as the overall stock market during periods of strong economic growth. This is because the ETF is focused on companies that have strong fundamentals and are less likely to be affected by economic downturns. As a result, the fund may underperform during times when the overall market is rising quickly. Another potential downside of QUAL is that it is focused on U.S. companies, which means that investors are not getting exposure to international markets. This can limit diversification and increase the risk of investing in the fund. Overall, the iShares MSCI USA Quality Factor ETF, QUAL, is a low-cost, diversified ETF that aims to provide investors with exposure to high-quality companies in the United States. By investing in a basket of companies with strong fundamentals, investors can potentially reduce their risk and increase their chances of generating returns over the long term. However, it is important to note that the ETF may underperform during periods of strong economic growth and is focused on U.S. companies only, which limits diversification. As with any investment, it is essential for investors to conduct their own research and due diligence before investing in QUAL or any other ETF.